actually leads me to a good question that I was gonna ask, or that I think, because a lot of people, are actually doing that now, especially guys. They're going abroad to get women because apparently they can't stand the women here in the U.S. So they're called passport bros. And what they
Okay,
do is
this isn't like 90 Day Fiance type ish,
no, no,
right?
no.
This is like,
This
okay.
is
No,
yeah.
this
They
is
call them
real.
passport bros,
Uh-huh.
and they go to a different country, whether it be Colombia, whether it be DR, and yeah, they find women who they like, and obviously the girl likes them, and then they either bring
Does
them.
she though?
Could be they either bring them back here or they stay down there and they just have a good time with them down there. What do you guys think about guys who go abroad and actually get women?
So,
This is
guys,
tough.
I am Pakistani,
Yeah.
and I come from that fucking culture where guys,
Yeah.
as you call it, are passport bros, and I think that I would say it's over 70 to 75% of the of like Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi men are like that.
Really?
Yes, or like Arab men. It's like yes, and it's kind of like fucking pathetic to me. And I'll tell you why. Because these guys, and I've seen it like firsthand. So I'm not like, like I've come across so many stories just in my like my own community, like my own family, friend's cousin, whatever. And like it's like, so you really was in a whole relationship with the female from here for like over a year, and you spent all these years with her, gave her painted a nice white picket fence,
whole nine.
with the golden retriever and the playing in
Everybody.
the front yard, and you whatever, you painted this entire fairy tale life for her, that when it was time to actually like commit, you backed out. You dropped her like a fly, and you were like, and you made like 10 million excuses, right? My mother won't accept you. You're not the same culture. You're not the same religion. You're not. You don't. You dress like this. You don't do this. I want a girl that prays. I want a girl that doesn't drink alcohol, or doesn't do this, or doesn't do that, or you've had too many relationships. I don't know what your body count is looking like. Like
Yeah.
it's. I'm telling you,
Yep.
like. I've heard so much shit.
But why do they even entertain it from the beginning then?
And that's the
That's
question,
crazy.
right? That's the question.
Like, why
Like,
waste
I'm
anybody's
sorry.
time?
What did she look to you when you first saw her? Like,
Yep.
did you not know what religion she was?
Or maybe they thought they were
Did
going to
you-
change her?
Did you think? And that's the thing, right? So, like, I guess that's where like older men like to date younger girls.
Of course.
Because they like to like change them and manipulate them. Like,
Wait, you
"Alright,
think
little-"
so?
I had a girlfriend who converted to Islam.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
And her baby father was Egyptian, and
Yeah.
he was like, my parents will not accept you until you convert.
Yeah.
And
And she did?
then she changed her name and everything.
She's a real one.
Yes. That's my like really good friend now. She's not like that anymore, but she went for it for a man, and so it does happen.
Are they
Like,
still together?
No.
But see, that's the thing. Like, you can't, like, you should not convert for someone.
Yeah.
You do it for yourself. You always
You
do it for
know?
yourself, especially religion. Like spirituality and religion should
Absolutely.
only be for you, not for anybody else, which is
Absolutely. And that was my friend. I had a high school friend like that.
Yeah.
She was, like, dating this Pakistani guy. She was Hindu. He was Muslim. And, listen, I'm growing up in a Muslim household, and
Yeah.
I turned around to her and I was like, girl, don't you dare convert for that guy unless you don't know nothing about that religion and you actually believe in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then what's going to happen, God forbid you get a divorce and you have kids, or don't, whatever.
Yeah.
You're confused.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, where do I go?
Mm-hmm.
Do I go here or do I go there, right?
Yep.
And I feel like religion is just such a spiritual, like your own individual journey.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
I think like you should not just do it for a man or a woman.
But what do you think that why are the guys going somewhere else to find women then? Because that's honestly what it is. Like they're just, is it that that American women are just not good, or are they like, why do you think that they're going abroad? They're easy to deal with. They're, are they?
See, I'm not quite sure. Like,
because women nowadays, their expectations are very high. Like you have to. I think so. I think women's expectation. I think they want a lot from guys nowadays.
That some guys, and yes, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with you that there are some women, or a lot of women, whatever, that have a lot of unrealistic expectations, right? Without, teaming. Like, it's more like, you need to do this for me rather than, oh, what should we do for us, right? It's more, that should be more the narrative, as opposed to like, well, can you do this, and that, and then that too?
Yeah.
And then like, I'll review it. Like, it'll be pending review, right?
Yeah.
But I think like for guys, a lot of guys, it's like, it's also like, I feel like they want girls that don't really like disagree with them, or counter them too much, right? And like girls here, like we know the culture, we know the law, we know our ways around here. The girl that's coming from a whole nother country, right? She doesn't know nothing. For her, this is the land of opportunity.
Yes.
And so she is automatically going to be in this position where she is dependent on the guy because she don't know nothing here, right? And I guess that would be the same for us. Like if we were to go, do an Emily in Paris kind of ordeal, like, we kind of lean on a guy or a girl there, like, okay, like show me where the best things are, show me how things work around here, right? And I think that that's the thing, because I feel like maybe like those guys just feel like they just have the upper hand.
Yeah.
Because that girl is in a compromising situation or is automatically signing up to be in this compromising way. Now, those relationships can go great, and I'm not saying like those guys probably don't love that girl, or maybe they do, but I'm just saying like girls here, we know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a culture thing, absolutely, because in America, it's been the whole women movement here where it's like independent women, this, that, da, da, da. In other cultures, it's more, women are more submissive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with my own eyes, women in DR.
Yeah.
Women in
definitely.
DR are completely different from the women that are from the Heights over here.
Spanish women, yeah.
Like,
definitely.
in general, yeah, Spanish women in general. But, like, they're, they're submissive to the man who's, it's different, though. The men take care of their women. I know women who live here today, and they know that their husband's cheating on them, but guess what? They don't live back home in DR, and they're fine with it. They're like, he does what he does. I have a place to live. My bills are paid. My kids are taken care of.
Yeah.
Because they watched that growing up. And so it's a cultural thing. And there's other women who are like, fuck out of here. Like, no, I'm not down with that. So I feel it boils down to culture, because a lot of women in other cultures are more submissive. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But I think that might be a big factor as to why they're like, fuck y'all here in America. Especially New York. Like, they always say, like, what do they say about New York women? They're like, that we're like men, basically. And it's like, I get it.
Wow.